We are live.
Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to Real People, Real Perspectives. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. We're going to let everybody take a moment to get on. So just bear with us here. You're in the right place. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real People, Real Perspectives. We're just going to take another couple minutes just to make sure that everybody gets on. We'll probably start the program around 12:02. So welcome, you're in the right place. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real People, Real Perspectives. You're in the right place. We're just going to take about another 30 seconds to a minute and just let everybody get on and get settled before we start the program. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to Real People, Real Perspectives. My name is Wendy Verna from Octo Design Group, and Octo is a marketing business that has had the pleasure of working with the Philadelphia Opportunity Zone team. And our work began with a marketing study where we heard that Philadelphia is extremely unique, and we all know that. And we're unique in that we have a clear message about what we're seeking in our Opportunity Zone projects. And so the Opportunity Zone team today is super excited about supporting all projects that align to our goal, and that goal is inclusive growth. So I want to welcome you all to Real People, Real Perspectives. Next slide. So during this forum, you're going to have a chance to view 5 short videos. And these are videos of real Philadelphia businesses, those business owners that are giving their real perspective regarding our Philadelphia neighborhoods. So in between each video, you're going to be prompted with a question. And we encourage you to answer that question in the chat. And you can also network with one another in the chat. That's the way you're going to be able to see who's on the program. We're excited to have Dawn Somerville and John Monlock of the Opportunity Zone team, and they will be moderating the chat today. So we've also initiated and encourage you to answer a poll. You might have seen that poll just pop up. And we encourage you to answer these polls so we can get to know you better and we can hear your voices. But don't worry if your comments and questions don't get answered during this session. We're going to be sending you along a follow-up to keep the conversation going. So now I'd like to introduce you to Michael Rashid, Philadelphia's new Commerce Director. We're excited to have Michael lead our discussion today, and through the chat, you're going to have the ability to ask him questions. Michael, I'm going to turn it over to you. So please tell us a little bit more about yourself and the future of the Commerce Department.
Well, thank you so much, Wendy, and welcome to all of you who have joined this webinar. And I've participated in a couple of these, and I think you're really going to enjoy the next half an hour to an hour that we're going to be together. Most of you who I think that have joined this webinar are in business for yourself, or you're thinking about going in business for yourself. I want to tell you, I have been in business for myself. I've started a number of small businesses, and some of them have grown into large businesses. But I think whether small or large, or whether successful or not, I think, those of you who are in business, we all go in business because we have a dream. We all think, when we start thinking about starting a business, we all say that things like, I want to be my own boss. You could be on a job and, you're tired of your supervisor, and you say, I can't take this anymore. I want to be my own boss. And so you want to start your own business. Or a lot of times we do this because, I'm worth more than $10 an hour or $15 an hour or $25,000 a year. I want to make some major income, and I can only do this if I have my own business. Or I want to go in business for myself because I want freedom. I want to be able to go to Hawaii when I want to go to Hawaii, as long as it's not a pandemic. And I want to be able to do what I want to do. And I have more freedom if I was in business for myself. Some of us go into business because we want to help others. I want to give back to my community, and I can do better at that if I'm in business for myself. Some of us go in business because we have children and we want to have something to turn over, an estate or whatever, a business that we can leave to our children. All these are great reasons why many of us go into business. These are wonderful reasons. They motivate us in going into business. But a lot of times, once we get into business, we realize that there are headaches on top of headaches on top of headaches involved when you are especially a small business person, trying to make it in anywhere in America, anywhere in the world for a small business person. There's startup funds. A lot of times we say, okay, I'm going to be able to start this business with $10,000. And then once we kick out $10,000, we realize it's not 10, it's 20 or it's 25. And, you have to get more money or you're going to lose the money that you've already invested. Another problem that we run into is finding good people. You can't run a business or grow a business unless you have good, reliable people who are on the same page as you, who know what they're doing. Very hard. A lot of times, we go into a business, we're going to hire our cousin, we're going to hire our friend. Some of the worst decisions that you can make sometimes is to hire relatives or friends. Regulations get in your way. You have to sell, you have to increase your revenue. You think you're going to get X amount of sales and the sales don't materialize. You feel like you have to advertise. You don't have the money to advertise. Headaches after headaches after headaches confront a small business person. When you're operating in the city, so you could be in an area where crime is an issue. You have to spend a lot of money on security. People may be stealing from you. I mean, this is the reality. In any community, people can be shoplifting, and this can be a problem. So there's many, many problems that we all run into when we are trying to run a business, trying to grow a business, and trying to realize our dreams through these businesses. I think the main thing we want to say to you today, and you're going to hear some of the resources that are available to you when you run into these problems in business. I want you to, if you don't walk away from this webinar with anything else, walk away with this. You may be in business for yourself, but in Philadelphia, you are not in business by yourself. There are a ton of resources that we have at the Commerce Department that can help you not be in business by yourself. Absolutely, we want you to be successful, and we are working day in and day out. Many, many resources that we can help you be successful in business. So you're going to hear people today talk about their businesses and talk about how we have helped them out, talk about resources that we have, and you'll see phone numbers in the chat box. You will see web sites in the chat box that you can refer to get some help in your business. But just remember, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. As long as the Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce is here, we are here to help you be successful. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Wendy, and we can watch some of our friends who are in business for themselves.
Michael, thank you so much. So our first video, next slide, our first video, we're going to hear from Vinaya Fote. She's the owner of Catherine's Cake Salon.
Hello, my name is Vinaya Fote. I am one of the owners of Catherine's Cake Salon, which is a new business that opened in West Oak Lane. And we actually opened in the pandemic. And what was great that we opened in a pandemic, we had the opportunity to do that. And Celine Wilson really was a great instrument in helping us through that. Celine Wilson is a business manager that works with the Philadelphia Commerce. My suggestion for the city to help small businesses is to share resources and create networking opportunities for those small businesses so that we can create a community that shares information, and also we can help others to get the information. What I see with Catherine's Cake Salon, our growth in the near future, is to offer opportunities for the community. provide classes, internships, our book program, which we would offer book scholarships for college students and also for high school students so that they can grow and just gain knowledge. So I see that in the near future.
That was great. So it was great to hear from Vinaya today. So our first question for the audience, and so this is for all you out there, and you guys can put your answers in the chat, is how could the city best support networking activities between the business community? And then Michael, while they're answering that, can you just take 1 to 3 minutes and just kind of tell us what the city does to support networking opportunities for businesses, for business owners? And because you know that is the key to their growth and their development.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. I'm going to ask Karen Fagley to jump in because she knows these things more specifically than I do. But I just want to introduce the subject by just talking about networking. You know, when I started my conversation off today, I talked about all the obstacles that you face as a business person, making payroll and getting sales up, and you have all of these things going on, way more than you thought you were going to have. And many times we feel like, you know, I don't have time to go to any kind of social networking event. I don't have time to go talk to these people. I'm trying to run my business. And that is really a mistake. Networking, even before what we're talking about today, networking is one of the greatest tools that you can use to be successful in your business. There are people out here, your friends, people who are sometimes your competitors, can help you be successful if you just chat with them about some of the problems that you are facing, and they may have already solved that problem, and you know, you can get a quick solution to your problem. But let me ask Karen if she would jump in and just talk about some of the specific programs that we have at Commerce.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Michael's saying as far as the specifics that, Commerce itself, we hold webinars and virtual networking events very regularly, doing business in the city events and coffee and commerce. Used to be held in the neighborhood, but now we've moved online like everyone else. We also, there's the annual Minority Enterprise Development Week, Med Week. This is organized by our Office of Economic Opportunity. It's executed by 40+ partner organizations around the city. This has been going on every year, every October for the last 36 years, I think. And it highlights minority businesses, but it also provides a lot of resources to help them grow. And I really want to encourage businesses, again, to join that association, whether it's your neighborhood association or an industry group or a chamber or an association that you identify with as a business owner. Is really important to elevate your voice. And it also helps you get information. That's how we share information. When we have updates on new programs, new laws, new resources, we use all those kind of partner providers to get the word out. So if you're connected to those organizations, you're always getting, getting information first. And you also have a way to give feedback to the city and, to other places where decisions are being made. We'll drop some of this stuff in the chat, but happy to share that. Thanks.
Karen, thank you so much. So next slide. Now we have the opportunity to hear from Pete Merzbacher of Germantown, who is a wholesale and retail bread bakery, and Jamil Scurry from Levanter Boutique, which is a women's clothing store. Nick, go ahead.
Hey there, my name is Pete Merzbacher. I'm the founder and owner of Merzbachers of Germantown. We're an artisan wholesale bread bakery that also sells directly to the public out of our Germantown production area. I founded the company in 2013, but I moved to the Germantown location in 2018. Really, as soon as I got here, I hired a lot of people from the neighborhood at like the line worker level, as well as the management level. I would say most of the people who I serve out of selling directly to the public are residents of Germantown. So we already sell to Ultimo Cafe here, Uncle Bobby's Cafe, Germantown Espresso Bar, Deke's Barbecue. So it's just kind of cool to see getting into a neighborhood at the right time and be part of a movement to transform that neighborhood the way that the community wants it to be transformed. And looking ahead, I just plan on hiring more in the neighborhood, serving the neighborhood more, and also because I am a manufacturer, I'm effectively like exporting my product from Germantown to other neighborhoods. So I'm bringing in money from Cherry Hill and Haverford and Southfield. I'm bringing money in from all over, bringing it into Germantown, which I think is, from an economic development perspective, is a really important thing to do.
Hi, my name is Jamil Scurry, and I'm the owner and founder of Levanter Boutique. I'm from Philadelphia, and my business is not far from where I actually grew up. Levanter Boutique is a women's clothing store. We provide styling for photo shoots, videos, creative concepts, things of that nature. I chose the Broughton area for my business because I felt it was excellent for growth. I felt like it was a busy area. I would get a lot of exposure. And there were also other thriving businesses there. My future goals for my business currently are to actually expand and grow, and also venture off into other businesses in the area. As far as expansion goes, I would like to hire more employees, and it would be great if I could hire employees who live in the area. It was important for me to keep my business within the opportunity zone, which is Broughton area, because I felt like I wanted to give back to the community, and underfunded community at that. What would be helpful to me or people like me, entrepreneurs, is that the city would provide more resources for actually running your business on a daily, the economics of it, the expansion of it, just knowledge in general.
That was great. So perfect, thank you. So in addition to what we heard in the videos, if you guys can ask some questions and answer this in the chat, what are some other great reasons to locate a business in a Philadelphia neighborhood? So it would be great to hear your reasons, so that way we could jointly promote Philadelphia. Because as you know, sometimes investors will come into a neighborhood and will find that the wealth goes right back out. So opportunities zones create a great incentive for businesses to all work together. So the growth is long-term and it all stays within the neighborhood. So Michael, maybe you could speak a little bit more about, just a couple minutes, about the importance of businesses supporting one another within their own communities, staying in their own communities.
Well, yeah, obviously it's extremely important. And some of the most successful businesses and some most successful communities are communities where the businesses have locked arms and they're supporting one another, whether it's doing business with one another, which is always great, or helping each other advertise to customers. A customer who likes me in wherever I am, whatever block I'm on, I should encourage that customer to go to the business next door. And the more we can do that, the more we create a sphere of economics. And this is very helpful. This works. I just want to say that in the chat, if you ask a specific question about whether it's accounting services or getting certified to be a minority contractor with the city or the state, we have resources at the Commerce Department that can help you. And so if there's a specific question, if there's a question about how you can work with other businesses in your neighborhood to form a business association, we would love to help you to do that, because that is extremely important. When you go and talk to an elected official and you're trying to get some help for your business, it is way stronger if you go with somebody else. If it's not just you speaking on behalf of the need for your business in your block or whatever, but it's 2 or 3 people. You don't have to form a corporation or anything like that. Just go with others. And so it's not just one person or one business talking, it's a group. And you will find that elected officials are going to be way more responsive, and the city can be way more responsive to you if you come as a group, as opposed to just one person or one business on your own.
That's great advice. Thank you. Now next slide, we're gonna hear from Tiffany Ward from Envy My Eyewear.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Ward. I am the owner of Envy My Eyewear. We are located on 52nd and Walnut. We are a full-service optical retail store. We have an optometrist on staff. We have a retail floor, and we have a finishing lab on site. So we serve anywhere between the ages of 7 to 99, especially focusing on seniors, and we also see children. We offer eye exams as well as affordable eyewear for prescription and non-prescription. We do take most employed and state benefit, but if you do not have insurance, we have prices that can fit any budget, starting at $39.99. It was very important to me to make sure that we opened up in a community that was underserved because we are very mission-driven based. We wanted to make sure that we open in a community where you typically don't see your regular optical retail chain stores, so that we can give this community an opportunity to make sure that their ocular health is great. In the next 2 to 3 years, I would like to open up multiple locations in locations that's like West Philadelphia and underserved neighborhoods, to be able to give those people a chance to also have the opportunity to either get a job or get training or just come in for their ocular health.
Perfect. So our question for all of our attendees. So how do you connect with residents and other businesses in your own community now in order to grow your business? Michael, how can we help businesses grow from going from local to regional or even national? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, again, there are resources at the Commerce Department that can help you. If you just reach out to the Commerce Department, and the phone number or the email and website addresses are in our chat, and just let us know where you are physically, where is your business, and just say you want to find out about connecting with other businesses. It's a very good chance that there's already an association in your neighborhood that you don't know about, a business association, a community development corporation, or some organization that's already in your community that you've been too busy to find out about. We'd be more than happy. That's our job. We would be more than happy to help you connect with these resources right in your community that may be able to help you get help with accounting, help with certification, help with hiring, help with funds. You never know. But so just reach out to us and let us know where you are, what kind of business you have, and we'll get back to you. And we have people who, this is what they do for a living. They get back to you and they help you connect with resources. I bet you there are resources right in your community that can help you, and we are here to help you connect with those folks.
I'm going to ask John, were there any questions in the chat that you might want to pull out and answer? I've seen some good ones and some good comments here.
We have a lot of great comments in the chat. Wendy, I would say a couple questions just on the technology. Folks have asked about making the chat available. I don't know if that maybe is something we have to take back, but when we make this presentation available, which I believe we are after the event,
Yes.
will the chat be available as well? That's something we need to look into, because it leads into my next comment, which is there's a tremendous amount of information in the chat. Anybody not looking at the chat really should look at the chat. There's a lot of private networking resources, resources. There's just a tremendous amount of good information that I've been coming across. Some I've heard of, some I haven't, but I think it's definitely worthwhile. There was folks mentioning that they network with commercial corridor managers, which is directly tied to, Michael's department and commerce, and, hope that others participate. And I'll also point out that Tiffany, who just spoke a couple minutes ago, has asked for, I haven't seen her in the attendee list. Now it's hard, a lot of the names are abbreviated, but she was asking for partners and funding, which we will eventually connect her with a couple, but certainly anybody in here that is interested in that type of community-based business would like to connect with Tiffany, please try to chat with her directly or reach out to us so that we can make that connection. And again, I don't have specific questions, but there's a lot of great information in the chat for those that have a minute to check it out, and hopefully we can preserve it.
So because technology is so wonderful, I was able to confirm that in that follow-up email, we will be sending you the chat. So everyone will be able to have those resources and all of the URLs, the phone numbers that Michael's been referring to. We'll be sending those out. So that's
wonderful.
so we're going to go on to the next slide. which is we're going to hear from Calphonse Morris, and he is from the Urban Art Gallery.
Hello, my name is Calphonse Morris. I'm the owner and founder of Urban Art Gallery, and we're located right on 52nd Street, 262 South 52nd Street, 3 blocks of Market. We've been here now, April will make it 8 years, which is a blessing that we've been here for that long, based on the location we are. And we love our location because what our main mission is to actually bring arts to the community, is to bridge the community with the arts. So what we do is we showcase up and coming emerging artists, and we showcase them we showcase a new artist every first of the month, or every first Saturday of the month, and they're up for the complete month of that particular month. What we're most proud of as well is not just showcasing the artists and bringing the arts to the community, is by our programs. So we do, we're a nonprofit organization. We have free art programs for children between the ages of 6 and 14. We have a free music program. We have a free chess program, and we have a young ladies mentoring program. So we're very proud of those things, and we do those in 8-week increments, break for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then bring it back. Each particular program has about 20 children at a time, and hopefully we can start that back up as well too in the next couple months. So we're looking forward to the city opening back up so we can get back to everything. A lot of young people kind of like gravitated to us when we actually open up, especially a lot of young artists. And when they came with their ideas, because we already have basically what we wanted to do for our free programs, but we also look at it where, you know, the more input we have, then we can actually, you know, help the area a lot better, as well as bringing different ideas. So that's where the collaboration comes from. If it's something that someone comes up with an idea and I think it fits with what we're trying to do, I think, you know, I like to partner with those people to bring that to life. And that's what happened with the young ladies mentoring program, especially. The lady brought that to my attention, and I love the idea. And when she got herself together, she brought it back to me, and I said, we can start. So, and I don't charge, whoever we partner up with, we don't charge. Because I tell you, if anyone wants to charge for their programs, then that's not a fit for us. Because we look that we want to give back as much as we can, and we'll make it happen. Like, we'll provide the material, we provide everything you need and the space. You just got to be committed to what you're trying to do. Same thing with like the music. We have like music showcases here, or comedy showcases with the artists. Those particular artists that wants to get their name out, always tell them to use us as a stepping stone. You build it here, build your following here, and then take it on to the next step. And there's quite a few artists that has come through here and is making a better name for themselves right now. So I'm proud of that. But we also look at it where, you know, the more input we have, then we can actually, you know, help the area a lot better, as well as bringing different ideas. So that's where the collaboration comes from. If it's something that someone comes up with an idea and I think it fits with what we're trying to do, I think, you know, I like to partner with those people to bring that to life. Well, the goals for us in the next few years is to kind of like bring more programming to the Urban Art Gallery. The way the city can help us support that is by just, you know, we look for more grants. So the more grants we get, the more things we can do.
That was great. So what we want to find out from all of you is, how are businesses in your own communities where you are operating currently or living doing a better job in giving back? And and the other thing I wanted to find out is, you know, do you think that Philly is unique in this way? And if you do, why? So Michael, are you able to give us your opinion on how businesses can be a good partner in helping Philadelphia grow inclusively, which is our goal?
Well, let me just make a comment on what Alphonse just said, the man who's with the art gallery. He's been in business for 8 or 10 years. And what is very important to him, I'm not sure if you've heard him say it, but he says, give back as much as you can. And that's what he does. I've found, and I know a lot of businesses who have found, that having an attitude of giving back to the community helps their business. Not only is it a good thing to do, helping those who are in need, but the folks in the community appreciate it when they see you doing, you know, you're not just out here trying to make a buck, you're actually trying to serve community needs. And when you do that, it's going to increase your business. It's going to increase your good name in the community, and it's going to come back. It's going to come back to help you. So I want to encourage people, and I'm sure it's going on a lot, especially with the pandemic. And I hear stories all the time about how people are really giving back, and it's a good business practice as well to be able to give back. So,
thank you. Next slide. So, next slide. So, last year we had launched a new OZ website, which is philaopportunityzones.org, Phila. And that site provides information and resources. And it also allows you to connect with all what I call the acronyms, which are your PHDC, your PIDC, your DPD programs, your commerce programs, and your services. So I would absolutely encourage all of you to check out philaopportunityzones.org. It's a place where you're going to be able to read blogs. We're posting those consistently. You'll be able to get quick links to the social platforms, and also gather all kinds of information on programs that complement OZ incentives. So the next slide. We also invite you all to connect with us on social media. We've been spending time posting to LinkedIn and Twitter, Facebook almost daily, and we'd like to see you there. We'd like to hear from you. So Michael, I'm going to, before I throw it back to you, I wanted to find out either John or Dawn, if there's any other questions or anything else that you wanted to comment on before we wrap it up.
The one thing I'll throw out there is a request, not surprising, for businesses that have been adversely affected, asking about grants, loans, tax relief, fee relief, which is something that I'm sure Michael is part of a conversation probably every week in cabinet. And I know that we are feeling a lot of the same things that the businesses are feeling right now with our budget, because we're going through our budget conversations. And I know what that is like to a certain extent. So if Michael has any comments on that, I'm sure folks would appreciate it, notwithstanding the fact that he may not have a great answer for folks.
Well, one thing I can say, John, and to our audience is I'm in meetings with Mayor Kinney just about every day now. And there is nothing that he is more concerned about when it comes to our economy than the businesses in our neighborhood corridors. He knows that you are struggling. He knows that the pandemic has hit us all very hard, and especially our small businesses. And he's doing all that he can, and he's ordered us to do all that we possibly can to help our small businesses. You can help us by first of all, by letting us know what your needs are through the chat box or through the calling us up or reaching out to our website. And there's other ways that you can help us out that we would like to get back to you and tell you about how you can help us to get more money into Philadelphia so we can turn around and help you with that money. The other thing I want to say is that the payroll protection program is out. And if I can just ask Karen to talk for just a couple of minutes, Karen, if you can, we have the time to talk about how people ought to be getting ready to get funds from the payroll protection program.
Okay. Yes, Paycheck Protection Program is part of the federal stimulus bill. So it's what we've been waiting for significant relief for businesses. Saying that, I understand it is also it's a hefty program to apply for. I hope that we know that many Philadelphia businesses did apply for and receive Paycheck Protection Program last year. And so we hope that those businesses are working with their lender on processing the loan forgiveness, and again, working with our same lender, they should be in good position to reapply. Those businesses that did not, were not able to take advantage of the first time, we really recommend that you look into it. One of the things is it is not only for businesses with employees. There is an opportunity for sole proprietors to apply. So that's an important thing to note. And you can call our business services line, which the number and the email have been provided. Some of our partners are also providing a lot of one-on-one assistance with Paycheck Protection Program applications. I know off the top of my head, the Enterprise Center and the Temple Small Business Development Center both have great resources for this. So please reach out and please look into it. It really is a great opportunity for you to get some relief for your businesses. And we want to make sure Philadelphia gets our fair share of that pot. Thank you.
Karen, thank you. So you guys, we have a really awesome chat going on here as far as, you know, resources and links, and there's a lot of people, you know, giving out their contact information. And so I definitely look out for the email that we're going to be sending out to you that has a copy of this, of it. So I'm going to just turn it right back to you, Michael, with any kind of finishing comments. And you know, it's been a real, it's been amazing listening to you and everyone else. So if you have any closing remarks, that would be great.
Well, again, just thank everyone for their participation in this program. We know that it's hard. We know that folks are struggling for various kinds of reasons. And as I said before, and I'll say it again, don't look at yourself as being in business by yourself. For you, we're here to help you. And so you're not here by yourself. The Commerce Department is here to help you. We have a number of resources. We are underutilized in terms of helping you get capital, capability, accounting, tax, other kinds of help. Reach out to us, try us, and see how we can help you. And let's exhaust all means and methods that we can to try to help you make it as a business in our community. It's extremely important. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. And I encourage all of you to check out this, our Forum 4, and that's going to be moderated by Ann Nevins. And that's on January 26th, same time, same place. And we look forward to seeing you all. So thanks so much. Okay.
All right. That was great. Thank you so much.
That was good. That was good.
You did great, Michael.
We're still live, everyone.
Oh.
Is Catherine, are you on the call?
Yep, we're still live, so public can still hear us.
Great. I want to talk to you afterwards.
So folks, we typically leave it open a second in case anyone's taking information down. And Abby, I think after that, maybe if you want to close the event.
Yeah, let me know when you want to end it and I will.
Is there a way to save the chat? Did we determine that?
This chat gets saved, and when we upload it to people, to the public can see it. And for people who ask for direct assistance, we will be able to reach out to you directly. And we take heed on some of the comments about OZ resources in 101. You'll find a lot of that information on our website. And we're happy to talk to investors who want to connect with projects directly.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, Abby.
Abby, I think you can close the meeting.
Okay, cool.